are so glad you could all be here with us today. I also think there's great value in bringing organizations together, not only to learn about each other's initiatives, but to get excited and inspired by all the wonderful things going on in our community.
I'm from the Neuroscience Outreach Program. This is a student-run program where we go out into the community and we try to educate them about neuroscience as well as helping with mental health.
I want to thank the foundation for their support and for the opportunity to talk to you today. Gilda's Club Southeastern Ontario provides a community of emotional and social support for all those touched by cancer. Those with a personal diagnosis, but also their family, their friends, and people who are close to them, as well as their caregivers. In our community, which for us is Southeastern Ontario, from Peterborough to Cornwall, there are nearly 8,000 new diagnoses or recurrent diagnoses every year.
The Lower Burial Ground is the repository of the bodies of Kingston's Royalist founders and earliest inhabitants, both civilian and military. Our efforts have been to ensure the conservation of the monuments, and in particular the stone wall that is along Montreal Street.
We present 60-odd writers in about 40 events, including about 15 workshops. We have special mandates for education of both children and adults.
Hi, we're so honored. This is such a pleasure. I'm Jennifer. I'm from Bereaved Families, Kingston region, and we're an association of families who have lost a loved one through death.
I'm a director with the Frontenac Arts Biosphere. We're one of 16 biospheres across Canada, over 600 in the worldwide.
Well, I just noticed the Community Foundation logo here is exactly what we're talking about, which is Kingston's waterfront. And we've had two quite successful events in the past, mass swims, we've called them, which have attracted hundreds of people down to the shoreline to talk about public access to our water and to think about our engagement with the water, not just in recreational terms, but it is, after all, the water we drink and the lifeblood of our city.
Pathways to Education is a nationwide program that helps youth in low-income communities graduate from high school and successfully transition into post-secondary education and training. We've been established here in Kingston's Rideau Heights and Inner Harbor neighborhoods for 3 years, and we are really looking forward to graduating our first cohorts of students next June.
This program actually complements all of the other programs that we've been running in the Kingston community for 17 years. We were actually the 4th community to be designated a safe community, and it's a project that I started while I was at Queen's University. So thank you very much for the grant.
First of all, thanks to Community Foundation for supporting us over a period of years, as a matter of fact. Since then, Community Harvest grew from having only one community garden to now running 2 additional large gardens.
Building on Success is funding primarily for our Grow a Row program. And in that program, we provide fresh, locally grown food to shelters and food banks and drop-in centers and hot meal programs across the city. And we can do that for free because people in the community grow an extra row. That's why it's called Grow a Row. And so they grow an extra row, they bring their donations to us, we just distribute them for them. And we have testimonials from Interval House saying that a tear comes to their eye every time we arrive, open up the back hatch and say, what do you want?
The Kingston Community House for Self-Reliance has existed in Kingston for over 30 years. The house was purchased by 4 independent women who then donated it to the community to be governed by a board of directors. And the purpose of the house is to provide meeting space for nonprofit groups. At the present time, 600 or 700 people use our house each month. There are 3 different meeting spaces and 3 different time slots that are available.
The Frontenac Cyber Falcons Great Sportsmanship received a grant, but just after the grant had been approved, it turned out that they didn't need it after all, and they were gracious enough to let us use the money for other grants. They actually volunteered to give us a demo today.
I'm one of 7 volunteer mentors that work with the community robotics team at Frontenac High School. It's all volunteer-based. It is open to any student in the school, and the population of Frontenac is over 1,100 right now. We are just about to enter our 4th year of operation, and over the last 3 years, our membership has grown by 50% every year, and it's all about teaching the students and exposing them to pretty much every aspect of learning, I think, from science, technology, public speaking, fundraising, marketing. And we're very pleased to announce that we are still continuing, that our graduation rate of students who have been with the program is 100% going into post-secondary education following this program.
I also want to take a moment to say thank you to our many generous donors who make all of this possible. And a special thanks to Vera Ketniker in the corner, our grants coordinator, and Lyndon Lisney, chair of the Grants Review Committee, and all the members of the Grants Committee, both here today and the ones who are not with us in person today.